Art has always been a way for people to tell stories and show what's happening around them. Today, modern sculptures do more than just look good. They turn everyday things into meaningful shapes that help us understand life in a new way. Delta State University, Abraka, is home to unique sculptures that showcases the rich history of the Niger Delta. These artworks tell stories of memorable events, traditions, and challenges over the years. The sculpture garden brings these stories to life in a bold visual language. Over the years, traditional art forms have played a key role in shaping human societies. Today, these forms are evolving, influenced by culture, identity, and global ideas. What once belonged to rituals and symbols has now become a tool of contemporary storytelling. Masking is a ritual practice seen across cultures. One iconic example is the Okwuru mask of southern Yorubaland. Renowned Yoruba sculptor and art historian Dr. Jude Onose reimagined this tradition into a contemporary piece titled Fertility, Progeny and Progenitors. This sculpture celebrates the importance of continuity and the beauty of family. The taller figure adorned with a titled neckband represents the male, symbolizing leadership and chieftaincy. Beside him is the female, and the spikes below represents her children, while her waist beads highlights the elegance and significance of femininity.
At the middle, on the male side, there is something like a checkerboard on the slate, which indicates education, which is important for our modern day. The sculpture depicts that concept of giving birth to children for continuation process, and also, most importantly, educating the children and making them becoming persons of good quality, good morals in the society.
This piece merges tradition with modern storytelling, celebrating continuity, identity, and family. Sculpture lecturer Dr. Paul embraced the challenge of combining metal and stone. The result? A stunning sculpture of a Gwari woman, a masterpiece that showcases the harmony of strength and beauty in both material and form. The Gwari people of Nigeria's north-central region are known for their respect for tradition. One of their unique customs is the belief that the head is the king of the body and must be honored. Unlike many other cultures, loads, no matter how heavy, are never carried on the head, but on the shoulder. Academic journey isn't always smooth. Every student faces hurdles, personal, social, or structural. Obstacles in life is a visual representation of those challenges. It symbolizes the struggles, growth, and resilience encountered in the journey.
Some of them are basic amenities, lack of good water, electricity, and looking at other aspects that has to do with social life, then the cultism here. So all those things are represented in that particular work. The poll voter is trying to skip through and all the wishes, the crossbar, representing the different difficulties that students face. Why the person itself, this athlete, is the student trying to cross over despite all the challenges. We believe everybody struggle to survive in order for them to graduate.
Sculptures reveal hidden truths in society. Just near Campus 2 entrance is a striking piece titled "Say No to Unrighteousness on Campus." The sculpture depicts scenes of a riot which was triggered by an action on campus. A student had drowned at the Ethiop River and was rushed to the school's health center, but they were referred to another hospital. Unfortunately, the school's ambulance had no fuel and the young man died. This led to an outburst of rage. Properties and documents were destroyed. A sculpture lecturer at the Delta State University narrates the event aboard the idea of the work.
Instead of vandalizing, they burned down some public health center, vandalized a lot of things, going to offices, and pulled down many things, stole televisions. There were rapes at such times, and there were stories of rape. And I was coincidentally having a class. When we saw the scenario, I called the students, my class, I told them, just watch it. These students, all of them are going to be sent home. I told them, you're all going to be sent home. So right now, we didn't have cameras, there was no cell phone then. I said, now just make sketches, see what's happening, make sketches. When we come, we're going to make a statement on this. So this one was a joke. I said, I'm not joking. You better start making sketches now. They were making sketches. By the next day, students were asked to vacate the campus before 4 p.m. So it's not 4 p.m. or 10 a.m. So the 22 students who were specializing in the sculpture, we decided to do this project. Then money was scarce. Each student contributed, I think it's 500 naira or thereabouts. And I contributed about 1,500 of my money. We all worked together. There were at least only some rapes there. It is rampant. So that was a rape scene. We're trying to let people know that if you want to get involved in these ills, the only way out for you is outside the campus.
Titled Odyssey and also known as Success is a tall man. This 9.5 feet wooden sculpture by Professor Nelson Edewo captures the journey to success, one that is marked by struggle, sacrifice, and growth. Crafted with wood, metal, and fabrics, each material represents a stage in life's journey. It is a visual metaphor reminding students and the viewers that success isn't instant. It is earned, climbed toward, and shaped by perseverance.
Some places are opened at some points, which means that in the course of your journey in life, there may be one mistake or the other. It should not make you stop in the process. You should learn from it and build over it. You understand me? And after all that glory, after all that honor, you see those trainings from plot there. It's still the same thing about you must still relate with society. If you are so big up there and you cannot affect your community, your roots are not on the ground. You are a big man with nothing.
Another of his work, Flight, depicts an eagle in its ready-to-take-off stage. It speaks of elevation, rising beyond limits, breaking barriers, and soaring beyond obstacles.
We will call it the king of birds. You may say it's a bird that is quite resilient, it's a bird that has very strong focus. or scared of challenges that may come his way, and he flies to the highest clouds. And that's about education. You know, education ordinarily is a portal to the top, to the topest place in life. And for education, you must have good consciousness, as it were, in terms of intellectual capacity, which means you can see very far. So that is the eye of the eagle. But now in this case, can the eagle leave its place and not touch the earth? Like when you look at that eagle is in the landing state. If that, as it was flying, then it's about landing. So you see that even with the talons on those stones, for example, it's about coming to roost, coming to rest. So which means that whatever height you may have grown to in life must be in tandem with society, with the environment. So after flying, you must land someday.
Art on campus shouldn't just be seen. It should be felt, known, and remembered. These works are part of Delsu's identity. Let's make sure they're not forgotten.